Hello, and welcome to the Disgruntled Traveler podcast with your host with the most, Tammy, and there's Bob the Frog, in case you're wondering who that is. Hey, Bob. Anyway, we both got a beef here. Let me tell you what happened when I went to the airport traveling from Bodrum, Turkey to my current destination, which I am in Jerez, Albania. So I'm at this little bitty rinky dinky airport, okay? There's literally 5 people in the entire building, including me, at the airport. But for some reason, and this is the Milas-Bodrum Airport, okay, in Bodrum, Turkey, just so you know the scenario and the backdrop. So I'm at the airport, right? I usually do carry-on only, and I have a personal sling bag that I wear. My backpack is my carry-on and my sling bag. Well, in my backpack, let me tell you what I carry. Well, my normal shit, clothes, all that. But I also carry what's called it's called a scale, a weigh scale. In fact, let me show it to you. I'll be right back. Hold on. Woo, just watch Bob. Bob the Frog. Bob the Frog. Okay, here we go. All right, look. This is it. This is my hand scale. See the little hook on the bottom? If you're listening to me on Spotify, it's a manual scale. It's got a hook on the bottom, and what you do is you just put the hook, like on my backpack. I just hook the top part of my backpack, and I just pull it up, and it tells me how much it weighs, which is cool because that's the main part that I use, right? Well, once upon a time, before they got hold of this, and they, as in the security people at the freaking airport, got hold of this. Once upon a time, if you look at the very bottom of this, there was a measuring tape. Actually, it was right there where that empty hole is. Right freaking there. Yeah, a measuring tape so that I can measure the height and length and width of my backpack so that I know that it fits in the freaking airplane, the overhead compartment, because they always say, well, it's got to weigh a certain amount and it's got to measure a certain amount or we're going to charge you extra money. So anyway, this rinky-dinky airport, and I swear to God, they had more security guards at this airport with guns. I'm talking guns on the hip, AK-47s. Go figure, right? And 5 people there to fly out, including me. Okay? So I'm going through the line in security. They put your backpack out on the conveyor belt and then run it through the scanner, right? So anyway, it goes through the scanner, and the lady's like, open the bag. They don't hardly speak any English in the country of Turkey. Just so you know, if you go to Turkey, be ready because nobody speaks English there. So anyway, she's like, pointing, like open bag. So I'm like, okay. So I'm zipping one side. She's like, open again. I unzip the other zipper, open again. I'm like, what the hell is she looking for, right? So finally get to the front of my zippers. I have 3 of them. And then she pulls this out, my little scale thing. And she looks at the measuring tape, starts pulling it out. And the only thing she said that was in English was, "This is a problem." And I'm like, okay. So she hands my scale with the measuring tape to the other security guard dude, okay? he takes it and he just rips it completely out like this, rips it out. And then he takes I don't know how he did it, but he literally just tore off the measuring tape out of here and threw it out. And then they handed this back to me, which I am shocked they even gave this back to me. They handed my regular scale back to me, but with no measuring tape because they ripped it out. So I'm standing there watching this, right? And I'm just like this, like with this look like, are you serious? I actually said that to her. I said, really? Really? Of course, they don't know what the hell I'm saying because, they don't speak any English. So yeah, I got my measuring tape completely ripped out of my luggage scale. So I put all my crap back together after they've ripped that apart, put all my stuff back together in my backpack, walked away, very pissed off, disgruntled. And I'm thinking to myself, what if I really did use that measuring tape a lot? I'd be like, are you going to buy me another one of these? Like, okay, because here's another thing. I've been traveling all through Southeast Asia for the past 11 months. Well, 10 months. I've been in Turkey for a month, traveled through a dozen airports through Southeast Asia. I've even gone through Istanbul Airport, which is the biggest airport, maybe one of the biggest airports in the world, next to New York and LAX. Nobody, no security even gave a shit about this scale. Nobody asked me to take it out, let alone was concerned about the measuring tape inside the scale. And I go to this little bitty rinky-dinky in the middle of nowhere Turkey airport. I mean, I guess they're trying to flex or prove something. I don't know what the deal was. And they destroyed the measuring tape in my luggage scale. So, yeah, you see how Bob looks? That's exactly how I looked. Me and Bob the Frog, I looked just like him when they were tearing that apart and ripped it off and gave it back to me. And I was just like, really? So anyway, fair warning when you go through the Milas-Bodrum Turkey airport, you better not have any freaking measuring tape on you or in your luggage scale. Okay? So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And hey, I can't even make this up. That is real. Join me on the next episode, because you know what? I am the disgruntled traveler.